Hey, blue guy. Are you like sketching Alice in the Wonderland but creepy? Yeah, Madness Returns. Can I ask something? Sure. What in the world is furry? I have a sense that you know what a furry is. It's people who dress up like animals. That bunny is awesome. Oh, thank you, Rini Ren. How's it been going? Rini agreed, who are just curious. And who are just curious. Kamawamo, good day, sir. How's it going? How's it going? Did I miss a question? Oh, Blue Guy is saying that Rini Ren agreed. And who are just curious. I'm not. I also don't understand what's happening in chat. But that's pretty common for me. We're only at -2 today. Hopefully it gets warm enough to melt some of that snow a little bit. That's what I'm hoping for. Francis Chasky says hello. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. The picture is nice. There's a circular torque that crosses the eye into a different perception. There's a circular torque that crosses the eye into a different perception. Thank you. Yeah, this one's been kind of hard. I don't know, just I guess maybe it's because I've been on it for a while. I'm just like starting to get worried that like everything I'm adding is like not sort of contributing to making it better, kind of thing. But I'm just gonna power through it. Just gonna power through. Are you talking about the mushroom? You need to make the mushroom darker to fit the rest of the image. found a meme in the vid and it's all over my head. Nice, yeah, they'll get stuck in there. And it makes sense without making sense. I'm literally like, how want to hear it? Do I want to hear the meme? Sure. Cheese plus holes, less cheese, more cheese, plus holes, cheese, less cheese, so that means cheese is equals less cheese. It's a lot of math. Yeah, if you have more holes, I guess you get less cheese. That makes sense. That does make sense. Future Oil, how's it going? It's going good. It's going alright. Had a bit of a headache this morning. It is just now going away. Did you drink coffee? How did you get it to go away? Also had some sausage with bread. That sounds good. Yeah, I had some ground beef and then I had some chips. I had the Pringles chips. Aspirin and water. I don't think I've ever, I mean, I might have taken an aspirin like once in my life. Can you tell me how do I make white color on white paper? I know it's my work, but I have given up. Can I tell you? Well, I mean, you can also bring the eraser too. Like, buy an eraser and, like, erase where you want to essentially reintroduce the highlights. But I'm not sure what you're... Because it's like, if it's white paper, you already got the white. You just have to not draw there. Not to sound stupid, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, I would just bring the eraser back and erase the parts where you've accidentally shadowed where you wanted it to be white. I thought I'd fudge it. I'm buying steak for dinner tonight. Nice. Yeah, I just had some ground beef and then I ate some chips, some of those Pringle chips. I buy the lightly salted ones. Those seem to, like, agree with me the most. I'm not really, like, into, like, the super salted stuff. I think even their regular chips are, like, have too much salt on them. It, like, burns the sides of your mouth. Like, when you eat a lot of them, it just, like, starts to, the acid, like, eats away at your mouth because it's, like, cuts in there. I like the lightly salted chips are the way to go, I think, for me. Steak, nice. Yeah. I think you know it, but you know that Pringles mascot is just an egg with a mustache and eyebrows now? Yeah, I did hear that they changed the design. Yeah, they changed the design on that for sure. Yeah, Pringles cut into the upper palate of one's mouth. After a certain amount of delicious salty torture, one touches the pursuit is at odds with one's pleasure. Yeah. I always get the size of the mouth, like especially, maybe not those chips, but the, like the big salsa chips, they'll like touch the size of your mouth because they're like wider. And eventually they just like, it starts to burn. Slipknot fan says, what's up? Hey. Rini Ren says, hey Slipknot. Just noticed Rini likes the Doomer Bunny too. Yeah. The Doomer Bunny did turn out pretty great. That's another thing about working from home. You can work even if you are sick, unless you're incapacitated. Yeah, I haven't been sick in a couple years, but yeah, I know what you mean. It does make it, like, even if you're doing it slowly, you can still kind of get the work done. It's crazy how the rendering gets stronger. Yeah, I had to adjust the, sometimes like, the picture for you guys looks different sometimes because of the, how much light floods into the room. Like, once it gets dark, things get considerably worse looking. It's best when there's a lot of natural light in here. Kettle chips are the worst. They fool hipsters like me that they are a cooler alternative to Pringles, but they abuse the upper palate even more abusively. Have you tried, you know what you should try? If you really want to abuse if you really want to be abusive, is, what is that one chip that's got, like, the super sour taste to it? It's like, I'm like, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. It's like, it's got like that, oh yeah, salt vinegar chip. Like, if you wanna quickly get tired of like something, those taste pretty good because they're so like sharp. But man, It gets really sharp and more 3D. Thank you. Yeah, it'll do that. Salt and vinegar Pringles are good. I've never tried them in a Pringles form. I've never tried them in a Pringles form, but I have tried them in a like regular sort of chips, like Kettle, I think. I like pickled onion crisps too. My mouth is watering for the salty acid abuse. I understand. It's more like just, it's not so much I want them, it's like the idea of how like the acidity it is, it automatically produces water for some reason. Future World, got a meeting, talk to you later. Alright, buddy. Go have a meeting. I got visited by the dog. You have a dog? Yeah. Yeah, blue guy, I got a dog. Aries? Yes. Same thing with default lays here. Same thing with default lays here. Yeah, I feel like Lay's chips, they tend to be kind of stickier. You know what I mean? They kind of stick to like the inside of your mouth more. I like Lay's, but I don't know. I think they're like more generic. I think my favorite chip right now, like what I look forward to the most if I eat chips, it's the lightly salted Pringles are like the best. Although I do think their taste has changed over the years a little bit. Or maybe it's the batch I got, but they're like slightly different tasting. I don't know. Getkin with thick English fries, very nice. Savory sausage made of pig brain. Not so much. I can't take that medieval. I can't take that medieval shit. Getkin with thick English fries, very nice. Savory sausage made of pig brain. Not so much. I mean, if they didn't tell me about it, then I maybe would eat it and be fine with it. But just the idea of that does sound kind of gross. I only like the spicy and green ones. Yeah. I don't know, I think their original chip is like the best. I don't know. I haven't really ventured too far outside of that. Like I have a couple times. Actually, I do like their pizza. Like that pizza Pringles are pretty good, I think. Kettle chips, salt and pepper are really good. I just rarely eat chips. Yeah, it's not. I don't eat them super often. Walmart has salt and vinegar Pringles for 168. Do you guys have Walmart in England? Kettle chips are nice. Sort of just one. Do you guys have Walmart over there, or is it like a miniature Walmart? I'm like, whenever I want to eat something new, I eat chips. Bye, blue guy. Take care. Liver is the only awful I enjoy. Oval? Awful I enjoy. The rest of it makes me want to barf. My friend ate llama testicles. Apparently it tastes smooth like a kidney. I'm fascinated by prairie oyster bull testicle. I just like the name. I don't think I'll ever have the balls to try. I think the furthest I've ventured into like exotic kind of meats like that is I ate a cow tongue one time, but it was actually really good. If it wasn't for that psychological factor, like if I wasn't told what kind of meat it was, I would have. It was amazing. Walmart doesn't exist here. I just looked up Pringles on the U.S. site. Oh, okay, yeah, they're not too expensive. They're usually around $2 kind of thing. There's so much joy you get out of them. You know what? Walmart exists in China, though. The only Walmart I've ever been in. You've been to China? Slipknot fan? Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. You've been to China. How did you end up... What ended up, like, kind of, like, blowing you in that direction? I don't understand, like... How does an English person go to China? I don't know. I wrote balls originally, but Twitch thought balls were offensive. Oh yeah, it might have done thought that that's offensive. You just never know. Sometimes it edits. It wants to. It doesn't let us speak freely anymore. I had to do was remove the S from balls, and it was all good. I was studying Chinese language, and I knew some people online. I went to visit some. Ah, I see. Was it nice? Or did you like it? I was thinking perhaps someday I'd work there. Oh, nice. That's interesting. Honestly, I'm so comfortable in the US that I'm like not. I'm just like established. I don't really want to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not very adventurous. It was an okay experience, but it has its pros and. It was an okay experience, but it has its pros and cons. Interesting. Yeah, the pollution is really heavy there. The pollution is really heavy there. Wow, that's unfortunate. Um, I have heard that China is like a little bit more, yeah, polluted. Kamawamo says, nice. I tried to learn Japanese online and just got ignored. Oh my god, that's fun. I don't know why I thought that was funny. Like by people who were teaching it, or like they were offering lessons and then you showed up and they just like they were just looking in the opposite direction. It is funny. I like that game, Shadows Die Twice, Sakura Shadow. I need to actually go back and play that game. I need to beat that game. I actually kind of liked the challenge of it. I liked that like every new monster and like it was like a super difficult game, and like the monsters and everything, like, you know, just it was kind of an unforgiving, like Dark Souls-esque kind of game. And I don't know why I stopped playing it. I actually was really liking it. I like how you like slowly discover like a new little thing that gives you an edge, and like you learn the patterns and get confident. But it's like confidence through understanding, not. It's like, oh, I just out leveled everyone kind of thing. I need to maybe just torture myself and just force myself to do it. Yeah, I started painting. I started painting my. I forget what they're called. It's like Krogan or something like that. The new little guy I started painting. It's, I don't know. I think I'm just the slowest painter ever, because everyone kind of gives their time scales on like how long it took him to do an army, and I'm just like way slower. I tried to reach out online to Japanese people to exchange language skills, and I got ignored by every Japanese person on the website. Maybe I picked the wrong website. Yeah, I don't know. So it was like a community of like them helping, and then they, bro. Yeah, I do like Japanese stuff. They got cool stuff going on. Uh, yeah. Oh, speaking of Japanese, this knife I bought, this sharpening knife, kind of looks like a little samurai sword. You know, they make neat stuff. You know what I mean? I like the design of it. It's got like this little Asian symbol here, whatever that stands for. They got good stuff, and you know what I mean. I like some of the Japanese aesthetics. They got a pretty good like taste in terms of like their, you know. I learned a bit of Korean and Japanese, so if I ever visit those places, I can learn to adapt if I wanna stay there. Yeah. I don't know. I'm so used to like the Midwestern like kind of redneckish back of the woods vibes here. Not that it's all like that, but there's a good mix of like kind of like country boys and like sort of city dwelling kind of people. You know, we got a pretty good like mix, and I just I'm just good with kind of like I've learned to be like I've learned to just be okay. I don't want to go anywhere, you know. But that could be just me being like boring. I'm just like a boring guy. I think when people say, "Yeah, bro, I painted 1,000 figures in a week," yeah, good, bro. I find that when I try to engage with online reading groups, they're like, "Yeah, bro, I freaking speed read Shakespeare in a week, bro. Get good, you idiot." I think it's just pointless gatekeeping. Maybe some of them do paint for like. I don't know. I was talking to this guy who was in the military, and he was like, "Yeah, well, I paint." He's like, you know, the hours he was saying that he paints. I don't even have that kind of like, you know. He was saying something like, you know, just ridiculous hours he was putting into it. I still haven't played a single. You know, I've been into Warhammer for like a, you know, through video games and osmosis of culture and painting figures. I'm nowhere near having an army, like a 2,000 point army or anything. I'm like nowhere near that. I could try and do kill team or something like that. I don't know. That's like a smaller version. It's just a squad, and that's the game. I don't know. I'm not even close to playing a game. Don't bother playing Warhammer is a cesspit of anal retentive assholes, but to enjoy painting and the figures is sublime solitude. Probably true. I've heard mixed results on the community. Definitely there's a lot of like definitely a lot of negativity out there for sure. Like especially I feel like there's you know, like, people want to be super competitive, so they build their art, which is understandable. Like, if you're in it a long time, you want to have, like, the min-maxed army that is just atrociously, like, OP. And then if someone kind of brings in a casual experience, they're just going to get wrecked horribly. So, and I do feel like the dice in general, in my life, like, I have 0 dice like luck. It's almost you'd have to like do research in a laboratory to like see just how like all my rolls are bad every time except for like 10% of the time. It's not like it's definitely the dice are not in my favor, and it, like if dice are involved in a game, it doesn't matter what I do as a player, I'm gonna lose because I just like I won't roll. I'll roll horrendously bad every single time. So that's kind of like one of the reasons I don't want to play, because it is ultimately a dice game, and whenever you involve that factor, like I do think like the universe is against me. That's why I always try to eliminate like luck based games, because it's like, well, that's not gonna work for me. So I learned a bit of Korean and Japanese. I read that already. Finding a welcoming and benevolent Warhammer player is like finding a Jesus. I want to build an army that's like the guard, the Imperial Guard, and they have they actually have a bunch of like very silly units that aren't super like, they're not super hardcore. And I guess like I think if you did, I'm sure there are like competent Imperial Guard armies, but they don't sound like that's not where people go who want to min-max and win. But they have just a bunch of like cool units. Like they have basically sniper hobbits and the more, I didn't even realize how many units there are for the humans. Like they have entire different armies within the Imperial Guard, kind of. Like if you want to focus on, you know, you can do like the Kriegsmarines or the little Hobbit snipers. I'm almost thinking about just doing an army of Hobbit snipers, like you know what I mean, just showing up with that. I know it won't work, but they are like long distance shooters. I don't know how the game works. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I do think like maybe like people, and I guess this is a consequence of it being kind of like a competitive game, is people don't want to show up and lose every time. So you inevitably start min-maxing your army and just bringing, you know, buying the OP units and kind of doing crazy combinations with other OP units, and it just becomes like a very rigid, unfun experience. So, and then like I've only ever in my entire life found a real Warhammer fan one time, and I got him talking at this party, and it was fun talking to him. The camera is almost showing this to be like pitch black over here. In my brief time I played Warhammer in 1998, I played Elder. I played them simply because I liked the figures, but it turned out Elder were OP at the time, so no one liked me when I played. Yeah. I guess now, like, the new thing is, like, when Games Workshop, when they come out with, like, the new units, what they'll do is kind of make the new thing, like, OP, so you feel like you have to buy it, because it's so much more powerful, and it has so many more abilities than everything else, that it's kind of like, If you're a real competitive player, you have to go get it. A bit like the latest COD skin, Oregon. Yeah. That'd be crazy if Call of Duty just gave you more health points if you had the certain kind of skins. That would be pretty wild. I did jump on Call of Duty for like a moment this morning. Just for a brief game. Maybe you just gotta stay in the ecosphere of like Warhammer long enough to where you can like wait for your army's turn to get powerful again. I know that I heard the worst army to build is like the orcs, because like they're a horde army, so you end up spending like a lot of money building the orc armies. Yeah, I'm slowly winding down on the COD. I still play sporadically. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I usually jump on in the morning for like a game or two. I always say at the beginning of every COD release that I'll unlock all the camos, but in 20 years of playing, I've never unlocked all the camos. I get bored of it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, even like the very first gun, I'm like level 100 on the very first rifle you get, and you know, I'm still it goes up to 250. So like I said, even if COD was your only baby and that's all you did with your free time, you still wouldn't be able to. I mean, there's just too much stuff to level, you know. I didn't realize you could prestige twice, and then after the second prestige, it goes in and you. need to level the gun up to like 250. It's just like way too much. I think it's intentionally designed to keep you unlocking forever until the next game. The irony is that I don't even like most of the camos. I think the camos have been pretty... You know what game had really good camos? Is like Gears of War 5. The skins and the camos were like, I thought were really good. And they like fit into the universe. Even though I don't really like that game for its gameplay that much. Like, I think it's okay. But yeah. I thought Gears 5 stuff was like really good. But yeah, the camos, they kind of dropped off. I never played Gears 5. I had a good time playing co-op single with my friend on the first 3 games. Yeah, they were strongest, I think, in that era. But I did like, I mean, even with the chick and stuff, I still like really like the fifth game. Like, it looks great and stuff like that. I still really like that game, but what was her name? Kate? I hope they get. I hope Chainsaw in the Face never gets old. No, I do wish that they. I hope that they can bring it back with E-Day. You know, they show that trailer with early Marcus and stuff. I hope that they can like bring it back a little bit. That's my hope anyway. You know, obviously the game is gonna like sell well, but it's just I'm worried that we're not gonna see Gears of War be like what it was during the 360 days. It's just gonna like fade into obscurity. That's what it feels like anyway. It's just hard, it's hard to make these games like be like the main thing anymore. Jen says hello, hey. I was never really good at Gears of War games, but I do appreciate them. I'm just not good at them. Like, for me to go positive, I would have to, like, really commit a lot of time to before I... This looks great. It's interesting how the white looks blue on that paper. Yeah, I do think that's interesting. Like, when it mixes with the graphite, it kind of looks bluish. I haven't found like a solution to that. I'm just like trying to work around that problem, because sometimes I don't want things to look blue unless I do, you know. And how's your day going, by the way? Is it cardboard? Is it cardboard? No, the paper itself is not. No, it's not cardboard. It's just toned. It's just toned paper. I'm not sure that I've even seen toned paper. That's nice. Stop criticizing your work. It looks pretty with a ice blue. Well, it's not that it doesn't look pretty. It's more, I want to have like control of the process, you know. It's going well, drinking my coffee, yeah. I woke up tired today. I was up late completing overdue training videos. You make. I was up late completing overdue. Oh, you were doing training. I was like, wait, you do montages of like training, refresh. Oh, like company policy kind of stuff. Like, I was like, what the? Nice. It's weird how we have to do that stuff. I was also subjected to things of that nature when I was working at like a real companies. Yes, mandated to do it once a year, lol. Like S harassment training, stuff like that. Yeah, you don't want that. Elevator eyes? You heard of elevator eyes? I remember that one. I think they told us one time. I remember like they said like you basically like there was the cap for asking someone out at work was like if you had to do it, it was like once. After that, persistence was harassment. Which is understandable. I feel like they add new stuff. Ever no winking at girls? No winking at girls? That can be misinterpreted though. A wink? You don't know what that means, you know? Uh, elevator eyes? How am I supposed to look someone up and down with disgust if I'm not allowed to do elevator eyes? It's not even a sexual thing. It's not even. Sometimes you just gotta look them up and down. When they fail, and you just gotta like look all the way down and up. You ever do that to someone? Like they fail so hard, you just have to go all the way down and back up at them just to like make sure like they're like there. You can only ask once. That's fair. I think that's fair. Though there's this hilarious SNL video that covers that topic of how many times he's allowed to ask Janice out. I think that's fair that like you get one try. Lol, make sure they're okay and a real person. Yeah. I think that the elevator eyes is like it's not even has nothing to do with the dating stuff. That's more down disgusted elevator eyes lol. Oh, and so in the video the guy asks how many times can I ask her out? What does the time reset? Does the time reset so I can ask her out again? Like, yeah, like is it like once per day or like how does that work? Ooh, it's still -2 outside. That sucks. I was really hoping we would get warm enough weather to get a lot of that snow to melt. Is it snowy where you guys are, Jen? Did it snow a lot there? It's gonna get down to -17 tonight. And followed by tomorrow is gonna be -19. It's gonna be really cold. Like it's not even looking like it's not even like looking kind of like it wants to get any warmer. The video is hilarious. So yeah, the training videos seem different, and I swear more stuff was added on. So consensual people can't flirt at work because somebody might be offended by it. I think they mean jealous. No, but yeah, I kind of get it. Like I kind of get it. It snowed like Monday night, 19-inch. Yeah, it's been like really bad with the snow. I really, it's supposed to get warmer down like at the end of the week, like +6 and 7. Hopefully get rid of a lot of the snow. But yeah, I think like it's just that ooh, wait, Kamu almost has 3 unwanted interactions constitutes harassment in the UK. I'm not trying to present myself as an expert. The government should take notice of this. It's like no, I'm just kidding. It's like every time they contact me, it's an unwanted interaction. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, I think it's kind of, I kind of get it though. Like if you're a workplace person, like you're managing a place, you kind of want that to be subdued as much as possible because I mean, we've had a lot of dudes get fired because of things like jokes that they would tell each other, and then they would forget that different people are different people and say other jokes to people, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? And it's like you would think like that they would like learn, but they never did. They got rid of a lot of people, and then like they just kept getting. It's like they never. It's like they saw the guy in front of them like trip on a landmine, and then they just stepped over the same landmine. I'm like, bro, like it's super, like, I don't know. Anyway, let me come right back. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. so these are the Pringles. These are the Pringles that I was eating earlier. I had them right next to me. Wait, right here. It's kind of close to the thing, but yeah. They did change the design. I actually don't mind this design. Like, it looks clean. And I don't even remember, because of the fluoride, I don't remember what the design was before that anyway. The weather has been harassing me with the unwanted snow interaction. Someone needs to answer for that. I'm not looking forward to grocery shopping today. Groceries are pricey, bro. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. It eats up a lot of time. But I usually know what I want, and it's usually like 2 or 3 things. So I got Aldi really cheap there. I got Aldi really cheap there. Aldi's a good store, but I mean, are they cheaper than Walmart though? Like, cause I kind of like bulk buy the not bulk buy, but like I buy those big rolls of like beef because of the volume and stuff. So I'm like, is it really gonna be cheaper at Aldi if I, you know what I mean? Because Aldi seems like everything they sell is like smaller portions. I do like Aldi though. They always have like chocolate you can't, you know, something that you can't get in other places. It's actually like I get grass beef, fed beef for like $6. Yeah, but how much of it are you getting though for $6? That's what I want to know. Is like what's like the volume? Ideally, Costco is way to go for protein, but it's a hassle. Is a hassle that like you have to grab a lot of it, like because you're bulk buying. Maybe I should go find it. I don't have a Costco near me. That's the other issue. Is I gotta drive. The hassle is that it's a freaking event to go to Costco, parking, going inside, a bunch of people shopping. It takes so much time. Oh, okay. Is it more like a warehouse? Like, is it set up like everything's on pallets and stuff? That's how I've never been to Costco, but that's how I imagine it is. It's more like a. I know Future Oil like loves Costco because he bulks buys things and stuff. So you never hear the end of it from that guy. He loves Costco. Um, that's exactly it. And the cars are huge. The carts are huge too. It's always busy in there. Oh, maybe that's where the juice is because like maybe that's where I need to go because like I have like a freezer in my kitchen, like an actual like you know a small freezer thing, so I can just I can just store things in there. It's really helpful. Sam's Club is the same. Yeah. Never been there either. It probably makes a lot of sense to do it like drive out there and peck up, you know. You can make an afternoon out of it. Oh, that's depressing. I would not want to do that. I would not want to do the. I'm not a big like spend all day shopping kind of person. That depresses me. I do not want to do that. I like to run in and out. I like IKEA. Yeah, I like the idea of IKEA. I've been there one time. And there were Swedish meatballs, which I should have stopped and eaten, but I didn't. I regret, that's my one deep regret in life, is the Swedish meatballs I didn't eat. There's no such thing as running in and out of Costco, lol, that's why I just skip it. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the follow. got lost in an IKEA once. I was so frustrated. I genuinely got teary-eyed. This was like 2 years ago. It is really big. I remember it being like really big. Yeah. It's IKEA is definitely like an adventure. Like it's a good time. Like I don't never buy anything obviously, but all the furniture I have is like somebody else's used furniture or stuff from Walmart. It always feels like you're enjoying this reality when you get out of IKEA. It always feels like you're rejoining this reality when you get out of IKEA. I do know it does feel like you've stepped inside of like a liminal space, kind of. You guys know what like the liminal space idea is? Like those like hallways or whatever they show. It kind of feels like you're in an alternate reality for sure. It feels like one of those Black Mirror episodes. Like you're kind of like participating in that a little bit. I felt so stupid in there. I asked for directions like 3 times. It feels like black hallways. I totally understand. I had the same thing with like I remember when I went to high school. Like they have like so many like staircases. It's like back room. Yeah, the back rooms. Like our high school was like that. It was like it had like crazy amounts of like staircases and rooms and turns. I had a hard time like remembering where I was supposed to go sometimes. I'm like, bro, this is like it was like the craziest design of all time. Yeah, the back rooms. That's exactly. It's like it feels like you stepped inside of a not Wizard of Oz, but what's the Twilight Zone like back rooms kind of like vibes. I could do more with this picture, but I'm probably gonna crop this one. I kind of like what's happening like here. I'm probably gonna crop this picture like that or something like that. But I feel like I'm getting pretty close to being done with this one. This was definitely off the cuff. Like I had no plan of drawing Alice in the Wonderland, and then like I just that's the direction I chose and stuff like that. I've been back since, but it's like a whole thing. It takes so much of my time. I tried their meatballs too. They were okay. Oh, really? They weren't that good? I heard they were like supposed to be good, but I believe you. Carolina says, hi everyone, did I hear IKEA? You did hear IKEA. And we did talk about the Swedish meatballs. Jen on YouTube says they were okay. I love how it's turning out. I'm glad you included a female. I always include it. I don't really draw females that often, but I mean, it is Alice in the Wonderland, not some dude in the Wonderland. Carolina, what are your thoughts on IKEA? Do you love it? It was originally from... Was it a Finnish company or was it a Sweden company? IKEA. I can't remember where it originally came from. I thought it was maybe... Was IKEA Finnish or was it Swedish? It was one of those countries. You never draw females ever, so this is my new favorite. No, what about the scrolling? The pictures that scroll through. There was the female I drew before. Carolina says Swedish. Nice. I love IKEA Swedish. Okay. Okay. Do you guys have IKEA there? Like, I don't even know if like, is it the same experience over there as here? IKEA exists everywhere, and it is the same experience everywhere as far as I have seen it. Oh, nice. It is only the potatoes that differ from country to country when you order Swedish meatballs. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You never drop females ever, so this menu... Oh, 2 females. Millions and millions of them, technically a female. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the queen mother that's spitting out the eggs. Technically another female. That's a good catch. I wasn't even gonna bring that up because I forgot. Well, oh gosh, okay. But it should be served with boiled potatoes, lingonberry jam, and brown sauce. Brown sauce. It should be served with boiled potatoes, lingonberry jam. Yeah. You're saying it doesn't have that in America? I'd have to go try it. I haven't like really tried it. Cause like when I went there one time, they didn't have anything. Or sorry, like we didn't eat the Swedish meatballs, but I like now I regret it like a lot. The meatballs were not bad at all. They were tasty, just not like phenomenal. It could have been that store too. When you go in, you have to grab a little cafeteria tray, then go pick up your food and drink. Just like in Sweden. No, that's cool though. You know, I'm looking at this picture at the bottom of this picture with like this kind of foggy thing I did over here. Like I'm almost thinking about doing like a foggy picture, like. I don't feel like they do. However, I have friends that disagree. Wait, I don't think I've ever had their meatballs. I have heard they don't live up to the hype. Whoa. Direct attack. Explain foggy picture. Oh, just I wanted to do a foggy, like I wanted to like have fog in it. Like kind of make it look like it's foggy. I don't know. I'm almost done with this one. I kind of want to move on to that idea before I forget. Like I just wanted to do like islands, like floating islands in fog. I don't know. And like a dude standing on top, and that was like the main premise so far. I haven't thought beyond that too much. I don't. I don't feel like they do. However, I have friends that disagree. I think it's just a hit with certain people because they like that kind of food. Yeah, I would like to try it. I feel like I would like it. I feel like I would like it. Okay, I'm gonna put this off to the side. I'm gonna go grab another piece of paper and try what I was talking about. Alright, let me get a little bit of chips. I prefer Korean barbecue. I prefer Korean barbecue. Mexican food, big flavors. I have yet to meet meatball I don't like. Yeah, I do like meatballs. Carolina says I think I agree that quality is not up to par, but if you want the experience, you should try it. Oh, if I ever go to IKEA, I will. I regret not eating meatballs. I have yet to meet a meatball I didn't like. Oh my god, Yuri's gonna draw the princess now? I'm not really sure what I want to draw. Except that I really like the idea of the fog. The quality of the meatballs, you can measure the bounce. If they bounce good, it's not a bad meatball. Nice. That does make sense. That does make sense that they should bounce. Yuri is going to draw a frog. That's it. Oh, sorry, a fog. just sit here and draw a fog. No, I kind of wanted to experiment because I kind of liked what I was seeing there in that last picture, like kind of what was coming out. I just kind of want to do like a little sketchy sketch. I love IKEA dinner. It's got the right amount of blend. The salt shaker and paper shaker was essential. Well, corporations got to keep it safe, you know what I mean? They can't give you the full... Jipochi, have you been to IKEA too? If you go to IKEA, you should also try their salmon and sill, which is marinated herring that we especially eat for Christmas and midsummer meal. Jipochi, have you been to IKEA? There's an IKEA here, yes. Love the salmon. Pricey though?
Yeah. There's IKEA in the Philippines too. I haven't been inside though. It's hard to get in there. Is it? Do they have very small doors and windows? Why is it hard to get in there? Here, IKEA in the Philippines. Get hard to. It's like Alice in the Wonderland. I see. I see. It's hard to get there by car because the roads are confusing, and one mistake of missing a turn, you'll have to deal with huge. Oh, dude, I hate that. When you take it a wrong off ramp, and now you're like stuck in hell. And traffic cops that are waiting for you to make a mistake. We have those sometimes. We have those sometimes. It's usually like here. It's more than they're like looking for drunks. Like me and my buddy went to like a different town, and then like we were just driving, trying to get to a bar, and like we like got pulled over. I think they were just like, it was like, you know what I mean? They're just like looking for people who are like obviously drunk. So it was like we got pulled over, like where you like there's no way you would know the local rules. It's like it was like a weird street. And it's I don't know what he did wrong, but I told the police officer though, I'm like, you should give him a ticket. I mean, just because he didn't do anything wrong today doesn't mean he won't do something wrong tomorrow. You know, I try to, because I'm like, I know him. He'll break some law, so just give him a ticket right now. I'd rather commute going there. Driving is hell. That's good though. Police doing their job. Yeah, it's better than not doing it, right? It's better than if they were doing nothing. Well, and also it was my friend who I know, and I'm like, well, you picked the right person. This guy loves to break the law, you know? I'm just kidding. I did not try to convince the officer to give him my ticket. That was a joke. Partially because I was like, I was secretly afraid that he would give me a ticket somehow. Like he would like figure out a way to like be like, oh, you think that's funny? Is this Emerald City? Is this Emerald? No, I'm just drawing like buildings in the background. I kind of want to play around with a fog idea. I'm trying to like speed it up too. I don't want to spend too much time rendering. Emerald City, what is that? Oh, Wizard of Oz. It's Wizard of Oz. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the new Wizard of Oz. Honestly, I kind of in my mind, Alice, and your title says Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, because that's what I was drawing, but I kind of moved on. We finished that one, I think. But what was I gonna say? I don't see you enjoying Wicked. Is that what it is now? It's called Wicked? No, I've seen your stories. I've seen you posted in your stories, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's my cup of tea. The like the musical Wizard of Oz kind of like that's not what I'm into. But you know, no hate. It's just not what I'm. They released Ready or Not 2. Here I Come trailer. Isn't Ready or Not a shooter game? It seems kind of it. Hopefully it's nice though. I'm not looking forward on watching it on big screen. I thought Ready or Not was like that SWAT game, right? Where you like arrest people and shoot some people. It's a lie. You already told the officer to give him a ticket. No, I didn't. I really didn't. Because I was like, what if he had... I don't know if... Like, I'm not in the driver's seat, but what if he can give me a ticket for being too funny? You know what I mean? I don't want to go to court and fight that. It's a thriller movie? Oh. A movie about thrills. I see. The one where the bride has to play the cursed family games? Oh. For being too funny, lol. You already got jokes. A movie about magic. The part one was a movie in not expecting anything good for the second one. Oh, yeah. Slipknot fan says, "Sup, Jen?" Oh yeah, the Vulcan salute. Nice.
Future Oil says, yo, hey, yo, how's life? Down with Alice? Yeah, we're down with it. Hi, friend, how are you feeling today? You were on my mind this morning. Aside from the fever, I had a really bad leg cramp, pinched nerve. It was on my hip. I couldn't sleep all night 2 days ago. My last week was okay though. Of course, yikes, leg cramps are the worst. I get those when I don't drink enough electrolytes. I used Chinese Tiger Balm on it, and that helped a lot. I love that stuff. It's incredible, works really well. You're just in time, Slippy. Yuri is drawing fog, that's it. I took some painkillers. It's not really like how I envisioned it, but
I do not like the way this is turning out. It's like not really what I was going for, I think. He refuses to draw the princess. I'm going to be on my deathbed before he draws her. I forgot to say pinched nerve was so bad I could barely stand. Stephen King. I don't think I've ever had that. Stephen King spells it like pet cemetery. Pet cemetery. Dear Santa, for Christmas wish this year, you really should draw a nice monster princess with lots of teeth. I've started thinking this cemetery the way Americans spell cemetery. I went home earlier today and it feels weird to go home with sun still visible, which I learned to appreciate. I felt like that feeling of sitting down on a comfy sofa or taking your first bite when you were super hungry. Love it. Have you played your game already? Which one? Have you played your game already? Like, what was my game? I forgot what my game was. Hail to the Rainbow. Yeah, I've been playing it a little bit. I got through a little bit. I really like it a lot. Like I said, once I'm done with the Buggos videos, I'm gonna start. That's gonna be my next like background project. Is like to do that. I want to watch. I can stream it. I just don't know when you're now that you have a job and you're busy. I don't know when you're like. You know what I mean? I don't know when you're like available or whatever. I just assume you're working or asleep all the time. You assumed right, lol? Yeah. Well, Slipknot, Americans are silly. Did you lay down? Oh, all day due to it being the pinched. Bro, time flew by fast. Gonna sleep and go to work again. Good stream. Good night. Oh, Rage, I need to get some sleep. Though 07 running with no caffeine because I believe it causes mood swings and brain fog. I do believe that. I've been drinking coffee again, and I do feel the mood swings and brain fog. All right, man. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. We super appreciate it. I believe it does. At least it's not energy drinks. Yeah, I know. Yeah, at least it's not pure, like... Man, it is freezing. Noit, noit. Noit, noit. It is freezing. It is... Well, it's only -2. It's gonna be -17 later. It's gonna get really funky cold, like, really crazy as we enter into the night. I find myself eating a lot of food when I don't drink coffee. Yeah, it does suppress appetite. Yeah. I kind of like the way this is turning out. It's more, whatever, buildings in the far off.
I'm not sure this is kind of going like kind of how I imagined it, but it's not really like turning out how I imagined it. But I don't know. Maybe I can still pull out some magic out of it. Just turn on the heat. It's gonna get cold tonight for sure. Tonight's gonna be cold. This is not how I like envisioned it initially. Like what I'm drawing right now, but yeah, I don't know if this kind of went. I don't know why it's not like really turning out the way I thought it would.
Oh. That is not how I intended for it to look. Yeah, I don't really like the way this went. Back. Nice. I didn't really like that, the way that one went. I'm hungry, but I'm sick of food. I try to eat a lot of protein, but I always go back to rabbit food, salads. I was about to say, like, new drawing. Yeah, I'm just kind of gonna sketch. Just gonna sketch. Jin, I was laying down a lot. It was really painful. Was it? You said it was your knee or your hip? Just got off a call. What did I miss? We finished some stuff. There wasn't a whole lot of it. It was pretty. It's been pretty quiet. You said you just turned your heat on, but it's been cold for a while. What the? Well, you just turned it up. You mean? Had to get a cup of coffee because it is cold as balls. What the? It is pretty cold out there today. I know my dog doesn't understand that. He probably just thinks I don't want to like go outside with him, but it's like, bro, it's freezing. It's not like well, it's kind of chilly out there. It's like I do not intend to go out there like this. Sorry. And even going for a drive, I don't want to drive in the snow. But it's cold, time to run in the heat. It's cold time to run in the heat, yeah. Well, I hope things get better. Do you have someone to stop by and check on you? Maybe you'll drop off some food and encouraging words. This show is the encouraging words. We hold it together. It's at the top of my leg, just below the hip, where all the muscles are. Every time I move, it gets sharp pain. That does suck. Well, I'm encouraging words. You draw fog. Carolina, hi Slipknot. I'm sorry to hear about your pinched nerve. It is a sciatica nerve. It can be very painful. How can a nerve... Isn't that weird? Because, like, I know there's movement in that joint, but, like, how does a nerve get pinched like that? It's just the weirdest thing. But yeah, that super sucks. Hope it gets better. The pain I'm experiencing is on the other side of the leg. It starts in your back and go through your leg down to your toes. I've been trying to do a few stretches. Does someone need to see The Wizard of Oz for us? Does someone need to see The Wizard of Oz? Like the new movie, or? I haven't seen the new one. I thought you were gonna hold the fort with no heat as much as possible.
not a. I mean, you have to have you have to have your heat on. Right, like you can't not have your heat on at -2. Your pipes will burst. But no, I've had the heat on. Like, I had it on for ever since the temperatures went down to freezing because your house doesn't produce enough heat at that point. I don't believe you just turn your heat on. There's no way, like, because it's like your house doesn't have enough electronics in it to like maintain that kind of temperature. Like that you just turned it on now. That would be crazy. Or whatever you're doing. There's no way you just turned it on. Because I've had it on for like it's going to negative. You know, it's way too far. Not a medical advice, but it's good to learn about it. There's some good YouTube videos about it that maybe you can learn from. Just looked at the anatomy drawing, and I think it's the lateral cutaneous nerve of the thigh. For a cramp, the electrolytes, as Jen mentioned, can be very good. I mean, I turned it off this morning since the kids aren't home. And I'm the only one up and about time. Held out for 5 hours. Eh. I would not turn off your heat. I would maybe turn it down, but I would not turn off your heat completely for 5 hours in these temperatures because it's not worth it, because you're not really saving enough money to risk like blowing your pipes if they freeze. I wouldn't do that. Please turn it down to like above freezing so it can still maintain the temperature so your pipes. Just looked at the anatomy drawing, and I think it's lateral cutaneous nerve of the thigh. Oh, read it already. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, I just think like I wouldn't go below 55 inside that Fahrenheit inside the house. Like if that would be on the extreme end. I don't, because you don't know. That's just what it says. Wherever that thermostat is, that's what it thinks the temperature is. That doesn't mean that it's not at a freezing point somewhere. You might have a pipe somewhere that's on the edge of survival, and you turn everything off. Suddenly, there's no heat, and I don't know. Even if I was gonna get super extreme and I was gonna like turn down the heat up, 55 would be the absolute minimum. If I was gonna sit here in my like winter coat. There's also like a thing where you can't sit calmly and draw when it's like too cold. You just can't, like, you're like slowly dying. I get insane cramps after leg day at the gym. Water just isn't enough. I have to replenish with Powerade and packet of electrolytes mix. Whatever is in the water. I should probably get some electrolytes. Yeah, maybe get some electrolytes, you know? I also take magnesium before bed. I heard that's good for you. I heard a lot of people are missing their magnesium. That's what I hear anyway. We should probably get some electrolytes. Buy some smart water. We're on the same wavelength. I love distilled. It's distilled, but they add the electrolytes back in. Magnesium and potassium is good to add. That's probably true. That's what I'm told. I drink a lot of mineral water with bubbles that also include, oh, like that fizz water. That also include a lot of minerals. Oh yeah, that fizzy mineral water. I feel like the gassy. I do like that water, by the way. I do feel like sometimes like that gas they put in there, it kind of makes the water funky tasting. But I do like the fizz. I'm glad I'm not the only water snob here. Well, that's the evening routine, Slippy. Try the magnesium packet of electrolytes, add into your water. Don't forget to snack on a banana before bed. And report back to me tomorrow. Guys, I don't do any of this stuff. All the stuff you guys are talking about, I haven't done any of, ever. Like, I just exist. I just go to McDonald's to get my magnesium. My favorite is Salud. Every like electrolyte packets in horchata is so delicious. Tastes nothing like the other ones on the market. My second go to is liquid 4. I heard some companies add sugar sweeteners to their electrolyte powders. Carolina, I love mineral water. There's a Mexican brand I really enjoy. It just gets a little pricey to buy all the time. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Like that. I know what you're talking about. They come in like glass bottles. Always gotta put some crap in it that nobody asked for. I only do sugar free. Notice that they add sugar, so try to avoid that. Liquid 4 lol. Intravenous. Lol. Intravenous. Nice. Lol. Liquid 4. Yuri has his cute moments. It's liquid. Like an IV drip. Oh. I thought you meant like the Roman numerals, like liquid, the fourth liquid. I don't know. IV. Okay, I see what you mean. Nice. Intravenous. It's a Mexican brand. Topo Chico. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good. I like that one. It is pricey though.
you're talking, Doritos is gold. I had a Doritos cola. Now you're talking, Doritos is gold. It's really good. Never had it. Is Zappy smiling? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, I'm just like... just putting like the most random ideas. Reminds me of that flying bullet in Mario. I do remember like giant cannons in Mario. I haven't played Mario quite a long time. But there is a weird part. I was only one local store I found it in. Another store that was about 6 miles away. Looks like reminds me of the flying bullet in Mario. I wonder if I manifested it well. Sock Puppet looks worried. I think you did, Sleepy.
because it's like 1 million, 1 in a million, something like that would happen. So the soda is pronounced with a soft J. So in English, you say it like H. You're right, Rainy. I haven't seen Doritos in a long time. They were in those two stories for less than a year. The sock puppet is... Wait. Must be the weather, only 7 viewers, what the? They should be inside watching. I don't think it's the weather. If the weather was nice, it would make sense. I think they're just watching something else. It's too cold to watch stuff, lol. I mean, it's only, like, what, -3 last time I checked? It's not too cold, is it? I think it's probably just in Mexico. I wonder if Doritos is only from Mexico or if they make it in the US now. Now it makes sense that not many people can watch a stream unless they work from home. Oh, you're saying that... I'm trying to think. If they're... Yeah, maybe. I'll cope with that. That sounds like a good cope. There's another language phenomena in Spanish when two L's pronounced as Y, like llama, and como si llama is pronounced llama. Como si llama. That is interesting. Alright, well, I'm almost at 4 hours. I'm gonna go take a break. I'm at 3:55, but I'm super hungry. I'm super hungry. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna post the Alice picture. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna go take a break. Feed myself and the dog. Maybe make another coffee. I kind of feel like having another coffee if I'm being totally honest. But yeah. See you guys tomorrow. I enjoyed the convos were really good today. But yeah. I feel like I need to go eat and things of that nature, but keep your houses warm.